Let me paint a picture. It's the east side of New Orleans, 1959. A black man at a swimming pool jumps off into the high dive, arced in the sky. Fellow swimmers and passerbys watch him from a shade of a palm tree. A Ferris wheel turns at the amusement park. Families picnic on the sandy shore of Lake Pontchartrain. That's what Lincoln Beach was like in its heyday. A beach, amusement park, performance area, and pool for the black community of New Orleans who were not allowed at the all-white swimming pools in the area. Growing up, my community had fond memories of Lincoln Beach, and it was the process of shutting down after courts decree a racial non-discrimination policy for private facilities on public lands, desegregating the all-white pools. Since its closure in the 60s, Lincoln Beach has fallen into decline, a site for picnics and outings without any maintenance. Over the decades, mountains of debris have piled up. This historic site, where so many black kids and families built communities in New Orleans East, was fenced off and forgotten to many, but not to everyone. During COVID-19, some inspiring local activists and community members, including Sage, Reggie, and Bliss, who took it upon themselves to take the first steps toward reopening this historic Lincoln Beach. They got into some good trouble and cleaned up the beach all by themselves, spending their own resources, time, energy, money, all on their own time, their own dime. They removed hundreds of bags of garbage and debris, about 3 tons of refuse removed by these good-doing volunteers. After Hurricane Ida, they're facing some setbacks once again, with flooding that floated the more than a year's worth of trash collection away. However, these committed activists are already back to work, cleaning up the beach and trying to remove obstacles to the future of what can be a revitalized, renewed Lincoln Beach. After Hurricane Katrina, the primarily black-owned New Orleans East populated essentially at the same rate of the city of New Orleans, but businesses did not come back at the same strength. Many of the major commercial areas are full of vacant businesses in this thriving, rich, strong community of eastern New Orleans. The once populated mall was razed instead of being rebuilt. In 2019, a report said that 19% of the homes are vacant. Reopening a beautiful beach on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain could be a catalyst that will attract a renaissance of economic development in a community that historically has been underserved and should have equitable investments. One of the most important things a member of Congress can do is to fight for allocations, to fight for funds for projects, for development, to improve the lives of the constituents in a particular area like eastern New Orleans. This is an equity issue. This is a racial issue. This is an issue of economic development. This is an environmental issue and a recreation issue. Lincoln Beach has a rich history, important cultural significance, and a huge potential for the future of this great community. I support the efforts of the City of New Orleans to direct Restore Act funds toward the project. And today, I reaffirm my commitment to support the renewal of Lincoln Beach in any way possible from Congress, state, and local resources. I came to Congress to fight for the people of the 2nd Congressional District, to fight for good jobs, healthy communities, equity, and opportunities. One way to achieve this fight is for us to revitalize New Orleans East and to bring Lincoln Beach back to its full luster and beauty for the community to enjoy, to use as a catalyst for further economic development, to show what revitalization and community efforts joining with federal, local, and state resources can do. We can and we will do better. The people of New Orleans, the people of Louisiana certainly deserve it, and we will fight to continue to bring those resources to bear. Mr. Speaker, I yield back.